Hi guys, I am going for a different angle today. It's just us. We haven't anybody live in the class, so it's just you and me. So this morning's class is really, I thought I'd cover my favorites, the things that I would never miss every day, no matter where I am, even if I'm on holidays. 1 second, guys. Okay, so today is about my favorites. So I was asked during the week, how do I practice? And obviously I practice with you guys when you're in here with me and then during the classes, but my own personal practice, even when I'm on a day off. So we say on Sundays or if I'm on holidays, these are the exercises that I never miss. So I'll do them every day, really for neck care, for back care, just for mobility and stretching. So that's what today's class is all about. It's kind of a little bit different to what we normally do. So I'm going to start off not with the standard normal, because to be honest, I don't always do the standard normal for my own practice. I guess mostly because I do it a lot during the day, but also I think during the day I would be very aware of my back and my posture. So I would, move through the shoulders. I would open and close. Even when I'm driving, I will make sure that I'm open across the collarbone and I'm lengthening up to my spine, mostly because of my own personal neck injury. So standard warm-up or seated warm-up, I'm not going to add today. I'm just going to get straight into the upper body, the band. And the reason that I am starting with the band is that, in a way, make sure you're in the right posture. So grab your band, grab your foam roller. Oops, fall here. And as you know, lately I've been doing a lot of seated work on the foam roller because I found that it really helps me stay focused on my alignment and on keeping my core engaged. So in this position, sitting on your roller, lengthen up tall, bend through your knees. The knees are bent for a reason. You'll see if I stretch out, you guys might see it from the front, and I'm recording here up from the side as well. If I stretch out my legs, it's much harder not to go into that rounded position. Hamstrings are pulling me forward, and it's just that kind of sinking back, and obviously we don't want that. So you're sitting tall, a slight bend in the knees, or complete bend, whichever suits you. But make sure the knees are bent, and make sure the most important thing about this is muscle pulls aside, your sitting bones are pressing down into the mat or into the foam roller, whatever you're using. And you're sitting up tall, so you're lifting, you're elongating, all the stuff that we do normally, when we start class by, elongating the spine, rotating on the spine. Spine is always lengthened. Tips of your ears, crown of your head, reaching up towards the ceiling. Grab your band. Just had a quick coffee, and that's why I'm a little bit, you can see, I'm still putting milk in it. That's my thing this week, is to try and start drinking my coffee black. Maybe the first one you have, you can go for a cappuccino or what a latte, but I'm going to try. Now, okay, grabbing your band, sit up tall, chest is lifted, shoulders are relaxed, and it's our pullbacks first. So I know you can't really see my feet, but the band is wrapped around the ball of my foot and my toes. Heels are pushing into the floor. You can have your legs close together, bring them out wider if it gives you a better base. Knuckles point to the floor. Slide down shoulders, take a big deep breath in, exhale, pull straight back. Inhale forward, navel pulls in towards your spine as you're pushing your band, pulling your band back. Inhale forward, exhale, pull. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. You're sliding down your back. Adding that abdominal scoop. Belly button pulling in and up. It's like you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine and up under your rib cage. 4 more of them. 3 more. 2 more. Squeeze, and 1 more. Little pulses for 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that. Give a shoulder roll. Reverse it and go straight into biceps. Elbows stay wide, but they stay in position, so I'm not letting them flap in and out. So you're placing your shoulders down your back, elbows are in position, squeeze up towards your shoulders and release. Exhale up, inhale lower. Bring it up and lower. And down. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that, shoulder roll again. So these are our preps. These are us getting into the upper back, the muscles in your upper back, muscles in your arms. Upright row, knuckles face forward, shoulders are just slightly below, or elbows are just slightly below shoulder level. And we're going to squeeze the back. Notice how the forearm stays parallel, pretty much parallel to the floor, the whole way forward and the whole way back. Squeeze and forward and squeeze. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together and the back of the shoulders working here. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one, pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Roll the shoulders, roll them forward. And the last one in our little 4 exercise set is for your triceps, the back of your arms. So notice the elbows are coming back slightly behind my body and sitting tall. Be careful not to lean back into it. Sit tall, shoulders down. And all we're going to do is keep the upper arm stable and extend the forearm back. So it's the side of your fist that's pushing back towards the skirting board. And press back, belly button scoops in. Bring it in, press it back. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Press back, pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Roll the shoulders, roll them forward, and release. So got 1 more set of each of those. So sitting tall, pull backs are first. Now, obviously, the heavier the band, the tighter, the more dense latex or rubber, whatever's in this band is, the harder these are. This is quite a light band, it is deliberately. But if you want to work your upper body and your back a little bit stronger, go for the heavier band. So usually the darker colors. Straight out with the arms again, shoulders are relaxed and sliding down. Take an inhale here and exhale, pull straight back. Inhale forward, exhale, pull back. Forward and pull back. Squeeze in your waist, squeeze in your abdominals. 2 more. 1 more. Notice the elbows are straight for this one. Little pulses, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it, palm of your hands up to the ceiling, squeeze up to your shoulders, straight. Squeeze and straight. Make sure you're working your abdominals with these arms. Get it 2 for 1. You're squeezing in belly button, pull it in and up, cinching in your waist from the side. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one, little pulses for 8. 6, 4, 3, 2. Relax that. Knuckles forward, forearms parallel to the floor. Elbows are just slightly below shoulder level. Lifting up tall, inhale here, exhale, squeeze it back. Inhale forward, squeeze your navel to your spine as you pull back. Inhale forward, squeeze it back. We're going for 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, little pulses for 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it, shoulder roll again. Roll it forward, and the last one in the arm set is your triceps again. Elbows slightly behind your body, lifted up tall, abdominals scooped in, and it's literally from the elbow down that moves. Extend back. Make sure you squeeze all the way back. So until your elbow is fully opened up or fully extended, that's when you really feel those muscles, the tricep muscles at the back of your arm engage. As I said, the heavier the band with this one, the tougher these are. It's so hard to the arms. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. Pulse it back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Roll the shoulders, roll them forward, and release. Stretch out your legs. Just while we're in this position, let's give the hamstrings a stretch so that I think you can see my toes. The legs are stretching straight out in front. Walk your hands down the band. Bring your toes towards your nose. So you're pushing your heels forward. Take a big deep breath in and just fold forward. So I'm not bringing my forehead down towards my shins. It's like I'm trying to bring my chest towards my knees. So it's a stretch for your hamstrings. Lean forward, a little bit into your back as well. You feel it, back of your lower leg, your calf muscles and your Achilles. We'll keep the toes coming towards the nose. Go for one more. Bring it forward, hold it there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, relax it, guys. Okay, off with your band and line onto the mat. Up to you if you want to use your foam roller for behind your head. Personally, I think the foam ones are a little bit too high up. Your neck, my neck feels uncomfortable doing it, but it's okay. So lying back straight into our leg roll. I'm sorry about the feet, I'll go a little bit to the side. Okay, so right foot goes into the band. Wrap the band wide around the ball of your foot and your toes. This foot can stay on the floor directly underneath your knee, or if you're more comfortable stretching that straight out, go with it. I'm going to keep my knee bent up today. Elbows open out wide, knee comes in towards your chest, and press straight out. Inhale, the knee comes in, navel to spine, extend it out. This particular little set with the band, I would use almost after every walk I do. And that is just a habit at this stage. So I'll come in from the walk and I'll just get straight down onto the sitting floor, grab out a band and just go through this routine. It's a really good way of ensuring that, especially if you're walking on concrete, you know, if you're walking on the prom or walking on a lot of hard kind of surfaces, to make sure that the hamstrings and the back of my knees and my calf muscles stay pretty mobile, pretty flexible. Straight up to the ceiling this time and exhale lower. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Inhale up, navel to spine lower. Relax your shoulders. I know you're holding on to the band, so there's a certain amount of tension in your forearms and your hands, but try and keep your shoulders and your upper back relaxed. Go for 2 more. And 1 more. And then back up to the ceiling and point and flex. Toes to the ceiling, toes to your nose. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Toes to your nose, push up through your heels and then side to side on your ankles. For 4, 3, 2, circle right around your ankle joint. And reverse it. 3, 2, and fold at the back of your knee from your knee down circles. And reverse it. Lengthen up through the back of your leg and circle right around your hip joint. Good. And reverse that for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it there. Inhale, open out to the side. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, leading with your heels. So it's your heel. You're keeping the back of your leg as straight as you can as you reach it out. I'm going to go for 3 more, leading with the heel. Try to bring your leg straight out from your hip joint. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it out here this time. Pushing through your heel, back of your knee is straight, inner thigh stretching. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Now we're going to stretch this other leg out of the way, just to give you space. Take your inhale in, exhale, reach across. Keep your shoulders on the mat. The shoulders don't lift up. Your lower back and your hip lifts away from the mat, but your shoulders, both shoulders stay on the floor. 3 more. Leading with your heel, push it out. 2 more. Last one. Bring it out, hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Now bend that knee in and swap feet. Other foot up into the band. This foot down onto the mat, pretty much directly underneath your knee. Relax your elbows, slide them away, knee comes in and push straight out. Inhale, the knee comes in, tighten your navel to your spine as you press out. Inhale in, lengthen, fully pushing into the band. The idea of the band is, primarily support to help with the weight of your leg as you extend it out, but also that feeling of pressing into something encourages us to go to a full leg stretch. One more, reach it out, legs stay straight, come up to the ceiling, exhale lower. Inhale, lift, leg is straight, press into your band, reach and down. Inhale up, navel pulling in towards your spine, pull it in and pull it up under your rib cage. Squeeze in your abdominals as you're lowering your leg. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Bring it up. Point and flex. Toes to the ceiling, toes to your nose. Point and flex. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Bring your toes towards your nose. Push up through your heel. And a little side to side on the ankle. 4, 3, 2. Circle right around your ankle joint. And reverse it. 2 and 1, fold at the back of your knee. Now notice I'm keeping my knee directly over my hip joint, and I'm going to keep the hip still, pelvis still, your thigh as still as you can be, and circle from your knee down. So circling from the knee down. 2 and 1, and reverse that. And then lengthen up through the back of your legs, stretch it up, and circle right around your hip. Smooth circle. Once again, the supporting leg is still, my pelvis is still. Just moving from the hip. And reverse it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then hold it there. Take an inhale. So you're inhaling as you open your leg out. Exhale, draw your navel to your spine as you bring the leg back up to the ceiling. Inhale, open out. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, open. Draw it up. Lead with your heel. 3 more. And bring it up. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it out there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Slide your other leg out of the way and reach across it with this one. Once again, you're keeping your shoulders on the mat. You can see from this angle, my lower back and my hip lifts away. So that the rotation gives a lovely stretch into your lower back as well, especially if it's quite tight there. If you're not really feeling it in your lower back, it may not be tight. But if you feel that stretch kind of along the QL, along this little muscle here, it needs it. Okay, 1 more. Bring it up, reach across, hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, nearly there with the leg work. Both feet into the band. Heels together, feet open out. The band down, right? So it's important, I know I'm fussing about where I'm putting the band, but it is important to have it around the ball of your foot and your toes, because they roll off otherwise, and it's irritating and it stops the flow of your movement. So just get them around the ball of your foot and your toes from the start, and they stay on usually. And press, inhale in, push it out, press it out. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. Parallel up with your ankles and knees. And we're coming in and press through. Inhale in, navel to spine, press away. And in and press. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Press it up towards the ceiling, point and flex. Toes to the ceiling, toes to your nose. Getting into your Achilles and your calf muscle. Also lovely to have the legs, especially if you've done a long walk or a run, have your legs up. Getting that flow down, you get that lovely feeling of the legs elevated, always good for the legs, the lower part of the legs in particular. Toes towards your nose, push through your heels, hold that, and then bring the heels back together, feet open out into a slight V shape, and we're going to quarter way down at first and bring it up. If you're comfortable with that and you can keep your lumbar spine imprinted, you can go a little bit lower, but only go as low as you can keep your lower back flat, really imprinted. Use your abdominal wall to keep your back flat and imprinted on the floor. You go for 4 more, squeeze the inner thighs together. 3 more. If you lift up your head and shoulders like I'm doing now, you can sometimes go a little bit lower and still feel safe. And 1 more. Down, bring it up, bend your knees in, and off with your band. So put the band aside, rub into the hands, wiggle your fingers a little bit. Now, the last section. One of my favorites. I really, and especially after a drive, I'll be driving later on today down to see my parents, and this is the first thing, almost after I say hello to my mom, is get the roller out. It's fantastic if you do a lot of driving. You gotta open up the hips. And of course, any sort of seated work as well. Opens up the hips, it stops your gluteal muscles, your bottom muscles. It kind of stops them being inhibited from the movement. So it's also really good to do before a walk or a run. Bend your knees in. So the roller goes about, it's the top of your sacrum. So usually a couple of centimeters below the waistband of shorts or leggings, and it depends. So, but it's the top, the rim of the top of your pelvis, of the pelvic base. In there. Sink down into it, bring both knees in, do a little rock side to side, and then bring that back center. Left knee stays where it is, right leg stretch it up towards the ceiling. I'm going to point and flex at your ankle joint. So once again, really getting that mobility, movement, hydrating your Achilles tendon, getting into that ankle joint. Looking at your foot, watching how it moves, making sure it's tracking in a nice straight line, spread out the toes as well. Push your heel up towards the ceiling, toes spread out, relax your foot, and bring your straight leg back towards your chest. Hamstring stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap it. Exact same thing on the other side, point and flex. Toes to the ceiling, toes to your nose. The toes to the ceiling part is usually pretty easy for most of us. But that pushing up through the heel is really important. And I should even say that maybe pointing up to the ceiling this hard. So make sure you do a good stretch, or good emphasis on both. Point to the ceiling, toes to your nose. Bring your toes towards your nose, push up through your heels, and bring your leg back towards your chest. Try and keep your knee as straight as you can. Get that hamstring to lengthen. 4, 3, 2, both legs. Up to the ceiling, point, flex. 3, 2, 1. Toes to your nose, push up through your heels, bring both legs back. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Bend them in. Left knee stays in, right leg stretch it out towards the wall in front of you. Feel like you're trying to touch the wall with your toes, and then slide your toes down the wall. So you're really open into your hip. Fold at the back of your knee to bring your heel to the floor. Breathing into that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it in. Switch it over. So once again, you're reaching your toes out to the wall in front. Slide your toes down along the wall. It'll come to a point like mine has, where it doesn't want to go anymore, it's kind of just hanging there. That's where that muscle gets quite tight. After the drive, it won't even go down that far. So once you get to that position, you can activate the glute a little bit, squeeze it in, and sometimes it will go a bit more. But then you know you need to forward your knee and bring your heel towards the floor. And open, put that other knee in tight to your chest. Open up the pelvis. 4, 3, 2. Slide it in. Do a little rock side to side, make sure the roller is staying there, rock side to side. And sometimes if you have slippy leggings on or slippy shorts, they keep rolling out. So, if you're doing it at home, you can just pull them down a little bit and have it on your skin. It's your own roller, so it's safe enough to do that. Okay, left knee in, this time the right foot comes straight down onto the mat, full foot contact with the floor. So you're pressing down with your foot, pulling in with your knee. Once again, we're opening up the hips a little bit. So you press your foot down, you pull your knee in, breathe into that stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it. Knee comes in, foot presses down. Still doing our Pilates breathing. You're still engaging your abdominal muscles. But usually this stretch is so nice and we're so needed. We tend to kind of forget a little bit about navel to spine. But if that's okay, if that happens, but just remind yourself again for a few of the breaths. As you're exhaling, cinching your waist, squeezing your abdominals. Stretches so much nicer than that. 4 and 3 and 2. Bring both knees in again, rock side to side, and rest your arms back. This is one of my favorites as well, especially after driving, because you know you get in that thoracic lumbar junction. So that area that's just kind of, I suppose, the end of the rib cage around there at the back. You press and try to get that down onto the floor. And sometimes you'll even hear a couple of little pops as the spine aligns itself a bit better. 4, 3, 2, rock side to side. Excellent. And roll the foam roller out from underneath you, put it aside. Either come over onto your side if you're being careful with your back or your neck. You want to be careful getting up. Just roll over onto your side and bring yourself up into seated. I'm going to drop my chin to my chest and roll up into seated position. So there's my favorites. Let's finish up like we always do in quadruped. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Excellent. Scoop up the abdominal muscles, pull them up. And tuck your tailbone under, lift your tailbone up. So we're just tucking the tailbone under, lifting it up. Now this one, guys, we're just tucking under and lift. Good. So you can see, well, I mean, it's very quick. I don't have to even time it, but it is a quick little routine. There's no excuse. They become where you get so comfortable with them. You do them without, you don't have to even memorize them. They just come, the body remembers. It's like muscle memory. And you know, it's enough every day, especially if you're coming into me or doing a Zoom class with me once or twice a week. It's enough of a little bit of practice to do some of that yourself. And hopefully get a brand new feeling for Pilates where it becomes very much your own practice. You feel comfortable and confident. You won't even need me. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Take a big deep breath in to prepare. Press the floor away. Unfurl your spine. Shoulders slide down, and your head is the last thing up. Couple of little shoulder rolls. Reverse them. Good, and let's take a big deep breath in to fill our lungs. So sitting tall, inhale, fill your lungs, big deep breath. Exhale, grow even taller out of your waist, scoop your navel to your spine, breathe it out. And well done. Well done, guys. So you know you can break that up. You don't have to do that full routine. You can take it in sections. But if you have any questions on it, you need me to help with anything, let me know. Send me a message or send me a text or ask me in the next class. Have a lovely rest of the weekend, and I'll see you at next class, which is Tuesday night. Thanks, guys.